All right, looks like shift wins out. Let's shift it up. All right. I didn't say the words big white. Yeah, Singamuse, this is not a big white stream. That might need to be rule 5 in the future. We'll see how much people go ham on that, but his hand is not great. But I'm gonna keep it because it has 2 removal spells, and we might draw a blue card for this Force of Will eventually. Awesome, thanks for hanging out, Kyle. Udabomb. Not that I think we've had to do much moderating of my stream, but Kyle is. I talked to Kyle, who's a local player, and he volunteered his time to help moderate the stream. So big ups to him. Do I have streamers that I like to watch? Yeah, I do. I've been watching a bunch of the MPL players because I'm a competitive player at heart. I like to see who's doing the best and who's crushing. So I tend to watch those types of players. I'm gonna play Underground Sea here because I don't think I want to abrade the Doom Traveler in any world. But my favorite MPL players to watch have been BBD is probably my favorite. He is able to make his stream competitive while still being entertaining, and has lots of good chat interactions. What formats do I prefer to play outside of Canlander? I've been having a lot of fun playing Standard, and I am going to stream some amount of Standard on my stream with Arena. I might try and, we'll see how I do, but I might try and make a somewhat reasonable attempt to make the top 1000 in Mythic this set, to try to get into that sweet tournament that may or may not qualify someone for a pro tour, if that works. So yeah, so may see me, especially later on in the month, if I'm doing well, may see me playing some more Standard. But I think I'm gonna try to play at least a quarter Standard, but no more than a third Standard of my streaming time. So it'll likely be a section of one of my streams each month is what I'm aiming for, at least. 3 mana. What could it be? I also enjoy playing Legacy and Vintage, but I don't get to play them as often. Am I planning on making any new decks on MTGO? Yeah, I am, Were Walrus. That is definitely in the works, but I do have limited funds as I am currently in school, not working, so it's in the works when, you know, budget allows for that. So hopefully, possibly by the end of this month, but we'll see. Sort of a when it happens, it happens type thing. Really hope they make Singleton on Arena as a permanent format. Yeah, that would be awesome. I've really enjoyed playing Singleton. How long had Canlander been around before I started playing? Actually, quite a while. I started playing Canlander in 2010. So, I'm just gonna block sack here. Actually, I don't really need the mana. I might wait to block sack and try to gain more life off of that. I could do Standard on Fridays. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to switch up which stream I do Standard on for the first little bit and see if there's one that seems to work better than others. But yeah, I think this week, for example, I'm likely going to play standard for part of my Friday stream. Yeah, I'm studying economics in school. We do another Highlander by proxy, but with a twist. This time, you have the non-Canlander players build the North 100 cast lists and coach us through it, fight it out. We talked about that. We just think that would lead to less interesting TV, if that makes sense to you. I will pass. Still want to see the return of Beachlander, but with even more cards. Yeah, I don't know if Beach wants to play Lander. He's happy with Puzzle Quest in a way. Fun North 100 podcast would be some of the elder Canlander states people come in and we talk about the history of Highlander and maybe some favorite decks and top plays from over the years. That would be cool, yeah. If you check out the There Can Only Be One podcast, or is that right? TCOBO. There Can Only Be One. Yeah. We did that a couple times on that podcast, which was the podcast I did with Liam and then Ben once Liam moved away. Yeah, theoretically we win next turn, which is nice. Sure, let's just make sure we absolutely have enough swamps. So they are on 4-color Aristocrats here. It looks like they were off red, but they have Sacred Foundry now, so if they do something scary, we will Force of Will it. But I think we just win next turn. They're on 18, so. Hey, Mercurial Vox. Bramble Sovereign's the hotness. You should play it. So we just need to leave up double green, which we can do. Dark Petition for shift and shift. Thankfully, it's not Bring to Light. I haven't needed to cast that one since the incident. For those of you who missed the last Scapeshift stream, I at one point just forgot how to cast Converge spells when I was casting Bring to Light, and let's just say it didn't go very well for me. When you tap 5 and only cast Bring to Light for 2, you're gonna have a bad time. I clicked Underground Sea? What a tilt. I forgot to click a land. Thanks, Eon. Appreciate that one. That wasn't a punt. It was just a misclick. Appreciate that, Eon. That was very sporting of you. Thank you. The old WordPress link has been taken down. I actually don't know. It's possible they're dead and gone forever, but I mean, I am never lucky, so it's an existence I was born into. I have accepted it. There are a couple There Can Only Be One episodes up on YouTube. Not too many, though. I'm currently planning to brainstorm on turn 2. Not 100%, but... Yeah, Bring to Light is a hell of a card. No, though, man, we will not be brainstorming end step here. Brainstorm, for those of you who don't know, my opinion on the card Brainstorm is the best sorcery ever printed. See if you catch on to the joke. Now I get to shuffle so many of these bad cards away. How many fetches do we really need? Not this many, that's for sure. That's for sure. When will I cast it in instant speed? When I'm holding it for a specific reason. I did it the other day in response to a duress. My opponent tutored for a duress, knew I had a high tide in hand, and I brainstormed to hide the high tide. So you can also brainstorm at instant speed if you are really tight on mana and you just can't afford to tap your mana on your main phase. So if you're casting at instant speed, you should be doing it for very specific, very important reason. But almost every time you should be casting on your turn to give you the most information of what you want to be doing. Search for Azcanta is a good card. I still think I just want to jam Cultivate here, though. I think we are just on the race plan. Whoops. Green mana. We have another black source. I'll get Mountain Forest. Then next turn we'll be able to play Search for Azcanta and Rampant Growth. Turn after we can win the game. Yeah, that's a good point, Benzel. Jace was created to teach people when to brainstorm. During your main phase, play a search, play a Rampant Growth, get any of these basics is fine. So we currently have 6 lands. We'll be able to go up to 7 on our next turn by playing a land, and Search is going to be able to flip, assuming we remember to fetch. So Hal9004, thanks for the Prime subscription. Much appreciated. Yeah, we're going to be able to get them with Exacxies. Yeah, Vezin, I don't think anybody's really experimented with it too heavily, but I haven't seen it see a bunch of play. Haven't really seen it played at all. So hopefully we don't see Scapeshift or Valakut here. Uh-oh. Oh, Assassin's Trophy, that's fine. That gets us a land. Phew! Scared me for a second. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. I did it. Guess we might as well float all of the manas. I did it. I did it, chat. I remembered how to cast converge spells. This one deals 33. There are 11 mountains, which is the fewest I'm willing to play with in a dedicated Scapeshift deck. I've played with fewer where Scapeshift is not the main plan, but click, click. I really dislike this. I wish they would use the arrows like they do. Like, is Taiga clicked right now? No? I felt like I clicked it at least 3 times. Maybe it's because I clicked it 3 times. But yeah, I wish they would use the arrows or just some way to better tell whether your opponent is actually getting toasted by this Valakut or not. Yeah, Vesuva doesn't work with Valakut here because Vesuva needs to copy a land that's already in play because they enter the battlefield at the same